Praveen is the founder and CEO of Dextraware Devices. He leads the development and promotion of Mouseware, a head movement based mouse enabling hands free device control. His work focuses on digital accessibility, earning accolades like the NCPEDP Universal Design Award, James Dyson Award, and Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia. Praveen's innovation extends globally, enhancing employment and education opportunities for individuals with disabilities. I would like to, Praveen, please take the stage, and I would like to ask the audience to please give Praveen a huge round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for the introduction. Thanks for this opportunity, Adobe team, for giving a chance to say what we are doing. So I am from Chennai. So I lead this company called Dextraware Devices. So we are from Chennai, IIT Madras Research Park. So what's one of the first things that we do in the morning when we wake up? Probably use our phones, laptops for checking emails or social media as well. And what's the important thing that we need to operate them? We need a mouse or trackpad or our hands to access the touch screen. Now, imagine that you have to use all these devices, but not using your hands. Let me introduce you to a person who goes by the name Dr. Nonita Gangwani. She is a person with multiple sclerosis, meaning she's quadriplegic. She has a postgraduate degree in physiology, and her goal is to become a lecturer. So just a description of a video that's going on the screen. A person is using her nose tip to access her smartphone, which is on her table. So she bends down to touch the smartphone and access the touch screen. So she has to do this because she has to make presentations, like she has to do PPTs, right? So that's how she accesses her smartphones. Isn't it fabulous? And it's not just her. We have millions of people who've lost both their upper limbs, people with amputations, or people with spinal cord injuries, muscular dystrophy, cerebral palsy, different kind of challenges which restricts their hand movement. So there are images here where people use their legs to operate a phone or the keyboard, and even people with temporary disabilities, meaning people who meet with accidents and who injure their hands are suddenly cut off from accessing these smart devices. So they have the skill set to use the smart devices. They have the device, like they have a laptop or a smartphone. But the tool to access these devices is the missing gap here. Before we came up with this, yes, there were speech recognition softwares which just through speech they can type and do some pre-programmed operations. And there are these camera-based eye trackers which tracks the eye movement. But the challenge is that the camera has to be exactly straight to the computer and straight to the user's face. The distance should be perfect. The lighting environment should be perfect. And it's also expensive. I think it starts like 2 lakhs in India. It has to be imported. So we thought, okay, we should come up with an hands-free solution which enables hands-free control of smart devices with simple head movements, and hence Mouseware was born. So I'm holding a device in my hand, which is in the size of a matchstick box maybe, and which has motion tracking sensors to track the head movement. So this can be mounted to the user's head through a cap, elastic strap, or headphones. I'm holding a small headset which mounts the sensor box through magnet, and you just need to wear it on the head, and you move your head. The cursor on the screen will respond to the head movement. I know it's not responding here, but we have an experience zone in the ground floor where you can experience how you can control computers and smartphones without the use of your hands. So, and the clicks can be made. Yeah, the key question, how can the clicks can be made? Clicks can be made through dual click. Basically, you just have to move your head and place it over a particular icon where you want to click and hold it for a second. It will click automatically. So this is how the clicks are done. And for the typing, there are two options. Either they can use any speech-to-text software that it's already inbuilt in most operating softwares, or they can open an on-screen keyboard to type, or you can use apps like Avas, which you just saw, where children who is not able to access those applications physically, they can use these kind of technologies to access apps like Avas. So mouse movement, mouse click, and typing, all three important parts to use any smart device is being covered under a single solution. And now that we are in Adobe and a place of creativity and art, let me talk about one particular thing. So how are these paintings? So these, there are 6 paintings here, different kind of genres, and would I believe that if I say if these paintings were made by Dr. Nonita Gangwani, whom you saw in the first slide. So this is the kind of independence that a person with disability will get if they get access to the right assistive technology. This is the kind of creativity that that they can express. So it proves two things here. One, when a person with disability is given a proper tool to express themselves, I think that potential is simply unlimited. I didn't personally expect someone to make paintings like this, and she made all this on MS Paint. We are actually encouraging her to move to advanced tools like Photoshop and different creativity tools out there. And she has now started selling these paintings as well. So yeah, that's one thing. The second thing is that this tech is not just to carry out simple operations, but once they are trained, they can do complex mouse activities, brush strokes as well. And she is now employed, she is now financially independent and digitally empowered. Previously, she used to take 3 days to create a simple presentation, but now she is able to do it in just 3 hours. Her mother keeps complaining that she regularly orders something from Amazon, Flipkart, and that's the kind of cute complaints that we get from her mother these days. Even Zomato, she's completely independent. All someone needs to do is just wear the headgear on her head, and she is independent. And it's not just her. We have several hundred stories, right from children to students to adults who have been using mouseware for different purposes. I mean, computers and smartphone can unlock different things, right? Creativity, upskilling, self-employment, employment, different kind of avenues. So even during COVID lockdown time, students took up examinations, online examinations with this device. And these are other different stories. For example, in the left-hand side, there is a video where a person is using our device. He used to work in a ration shop, a PDS shop, before his injury. Now he's new to white-collar job. The thing is that people with disabilities, for them to execute a blue-collar work is difficult. And hence, we thought white-collar jobs would be perfect, data entry jobs or different kind of work-from-home opportunities can be unlocked. And hence, we have been not just focusing on distributing these devices, we will also make sure that they get upskilled on basic computer applications like spreadsheet, word editing software, or presentation, creating a LinkedIn profile. I mean, we are talking about people from tier 2, tier 3 places as well. So we have been focusing on different, it's not just only people who already has computer knowledge should use this device. It's not just them. A perfect example of that is in the right-hand side. He is a person from Mirzapur, UP, and he is using on a tablet, using mouseware. And what he does is that he does stock trading. So he bought the device saying that, hey, I want to do. I mean, this is a unique use case for us because that also needs fine mouse skills to zoom in the bars and everything. So he borrows the tablet from his neighbor during the trading hours and uses our device to do stock trading. So yes, and more stories. So we are in the lookout of 2 things. One, we are looking for people with upper limb challenges who can get benefited out of this kind of an technology. And second thing is that we would like to also promote this in workplaces as well. I know workplaces is getting inclusive day by day. I'm seeing great. I've been for the last 5 years. I think there's a great improvement. But when it comes to digital accessibility, if it's not just confined with screen readers, but can also be expanded to other avenues. For example, quadriplegics, it would be great. And yeah, thank you. Any questions? Yes.
So yeah, so related to the device which we are using near the head, and you mentioned it is a magnetic something. So whether the radiations have some impact related to that. So just a concern.
Sure. Yeah, I think wearables, when it comes to wearables, radiation is but we have taken all the certifications that is required, advised by the BIS. And just to provide an layman analogy, it's the same kind of radiation that comes out of what I'm wearing or a Bluetooth device to hear music. It's the same kind of radiation. It's absolutely safe. We have the reports as well that proves that it's safe.
Can you please use the mics? Yeah.
So what if the movement of the head is also, if we have any challenge, so then what is the next?
Yeah, as I told, there are pros and cons for all assistive devices. If the head movement is also restricted, people like Stephen Hawking, where just eye movement is only that, then eye trackers are the only option for them. Yeah, but yeah, people who have head movements can prefer this head movement based technology, which is affordable compared to the eye trackers that are out there.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you have a mic?
Yes.
Yes.
So does this use standard HID drivers, or there is a driver dependency? Because we all know in a corporate environment, onboarding, as much as it is hard to onboard a assistive device, it is equally hard to onboard a custom software or something like that.
Absolutely. Even that's why you couldn't plug in the USB here. But it's a HID device, as you rightly pointed the technical term out. Our device is just like any other mouse or a keyboard that you buy from the market. It just recognizes on a plug and play basis. There is no additional driver that needs to be installed for this to work. It works with any laptop, any smartphone that runs any operating system.
I just wanted to know if this device will work with screen readers also.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both are independent. So if you turn on the screen readers and point the mouse on a particular text or an image, it should definitely work.
On your closing note, you called out two asks. One was to get an employment into corporates or wherever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on that context, since it's a very tech-dependent solution, it's a great solution. How does did you try out in an education setup, like a colleges, for example? And since it's a lot of tech that is dependent, and how does it connect? Did you do any study around it? Any learnings that you can share? How it has helped people to get an employment because they need to pass through a certain basic foundation, right? So how did it help? Did you do any study, any learning if you can share?
Sure. I think two things here about the tech. It's not much of tech dependent. We just have there is a wireless mouse and it has a dongle, right? So you just have to plug in the dongle and the wireless mouse will start to work. It's the same kind of principle here. There is a wireless dongle which you need to connect. So when it comes to installing it in any educational institutions or organizations like this, that shouldn't be a problem. But the challenge comes in the practical implementation. So, I mean, we are in the early stages. Early stages, we have like around 300, 350 plus users, and all of them are individuals. We have reached them individually, and that's why I'm here trying to see if we can work on an organizational basis so that large deployments can happen. I think it's more of an practical. We have to work things out, how to bring in more people with disabilities, with this kind of a disability into workplace. Because as of now, quadriplegic people, for them to get an employment in an in a tech environment is little challenging because of lack of technologies and awareness to them. So we are trying to bridge the gap. And since we are a small organization, we are looking to, in fact, partner with already existing wearable solutions. For example, if specs, companies that make specs, if they can integrate this into their session, that becomes a scalable solution. If this can be promoted by OEMs, where accessories are being sold along with laptops, right? Like bags, mouse, keyboards. What if people with disabilities goes to purchase a laptop and this can be put, hey, there is a device like this, why don't you try it out? So these kind of scalable models is what we are trying to see to scale this up.
Okay. Before we move ahead, I would just like to say, can we take
I
one
think
more
that's
question?
one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take one more question, and then we have Dextraware with the sensory, with the experience room zone as well.
I wanted to understand the pricing model.
Yeah.
So if you're not comfortable, you can tell me that in
No,
private.
yeah.
But if you're comfortable on the stage, please
It's
share.
it's a customizable solution. The base model is 30,000 rupees. So it goes until 35,000. That's it. So we have accessories like foot switches. Basically, if people who have foot control, they can use that to click and move with the head. So there are these kind of two to three more
the
accessories.
same one that you showed the demo of, the plug.
Yeah, so this is only for the head movement. For click, we have different accessories. Apart from the one that I told you, the automatic clicker, we have foot switch, strappable switches, different kind of switches for different needs. So it will go maximum till 35,000. The entire kit.
Okay.
Yeah, globally, we are in the process of taking the CE certification. In fact, we already have some promoters in the Europe and in Malaysia. So we have started exporting this as well.
Okay. I'll just check if the Noida team has any questions once. Okay. I don't think that we do have any questions from Noida. Thank you very much for that wonderful session. Seeing how we have so many questions as well, I know a lot of people want to come discuss with you later. But yeah,
I'll be
thank you.
in the ground floor if at all someone has. Yeah.
Just a quick question I wanted to ask. So you talked about the wearable technology. What is needed to make the applications and softwares accessible for this? Because when we speak out screen reader, we say add programmatically identify the semantics and stuff like that, right? What's needed for an app to work, for a user to access this? Any accessibility considerations?
Just let me rephrase. You're asking if there is any additional steps that are required for mouseware to work with screen readers.
I mean, for a normal, regular user,
Okay.
What an application should consider? Say, I have an app. I want my app to work with this wearable technology.
Okay.
Any specific accessibility consideration needed, like making it accessible with keyboard would work with this as well?
Yeah, of course. So as I just mentioned earlier, this is just like a mouse. There is an, I forgot to bring the USB stick, but it's like a dongle. You just connect it to the PC or your phone and it gets recognized as a mouse. So if there is not any problem for you to work with a traditional handheld mouse, it shouldn't be a problem working with this as well.
So,
we,
it
yeah.
emulates mouse. So anything
Exactly, it
that is
emulates
accessible
mouse.
with mouse is accessible with this device.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why we didn't come up with fancy cameras, no, to just make it as much as compatible as it could.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know that everyone's very excited to learn more. So, once again, please do visit them at the Experience Center. Thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Thank you.